Welcome to the rebellion, Wade.
Ready Player One premiered at the South by Southwest Festival Sunday night, and the early reactions that are coming in are, so far, overwhelmingly positive. Steven Spielberg introduced his adaptation of Ernest Cline's sci-fi book at the screening in Austin, and the film received a standing ovation from the audience as the credits rolled. Ready Player One, which will be released in theaters on March 29, follows Ty Sheridan as Wade Watts, a teenage gamer on a high-stakes pursuit in a VR-like video game world called Oasis. The game's deceased creator, James Halliday, played by Mark Rylance, set up a treasure hunt prior to his death, and the winner of the game will become the richest person on Earth and also get control of Oasis. But an evil corporation led by Ben Mendelsohn's Nolan Sorrento is also on the trail. Not long after the screening, many professional critics and geek bloggers began to give their verdict, and the general, although still early consensus, seems to be that the Warner Brothers film was a hit. In his formal review, The Hollywood Reporter's John DeFore was highly impressed and wrote that the much-loved fanboy novel gets the movie it deserves. Meanwhile, IndieWire's Eric Cohn tweeted that Ready Player One was the most astonishing thing Spielberg had done in terms of pure spectacle. RogerEbert.com editor Brian Tallarico and Fandango managing editor Eric Davis also gushed about the film, with Davis writing, "Ready Player One is classic Steven Spielberg. It's got the references, the ferocious effects, and the great 80s soundtrack, sure, but also the charm, the heart, the humor, and a fantastic Alan Silvestri score. I loved it, and so did the South by Southwest crowd. Be excited for it." Nerdist writer Scott Weinberg referenced the pre-release negative reaction to the trailer and posters in his glowing take, tweeting that Ready Player One is a whole lot of fun. Those who are stuck in pre-release hate mode better prepare to be disappointed. The Verge's Tasha Robinson admitted that she had been skeptical going into the screening, but had ultimately been won over. She conceded that she left the premiere largely as a joyous convert. But of course, there were also a few people who weren't bowled over by Ready Player One. Screen Crush News' Britt Hayes and Slash film writer Christy Puchko weren't fans, with Puchko in particular slamming the film as no love letter to pop culture. It's a crass play to nostalgia, it offers nothing new or exciting. Ready Player One hits theaters on March 29th. So tell us, have you been looking forward to Steven Spielberg's latest movie, and have the advanced reactions changed your thinking one way or the other? Were you a fan of the novel, and how do you think it will translate to the big screen? Let us know in the comments. For The Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.